Perfect, Captain. So, could you please set the flaps to 2? Alright, parking brakes off, please.
Where's that, sir?
The parking brake. Amazing. And now we are good to go, Captain. So, basically takeoff is very easy here. Add the power either to the flexible takeoff mode or to the toga, which is the full power. I suggest the flex as well. And keep it on the ground using your feet. The plane will start saying 80 knots. That's a speed check. We should, both of us, have 80 knots here on the speed tape.
It's there, yeah?
No, this one here.
Oh, yeah.
There. That's your speed.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And here, this is your altitude.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Alright. That's the magnetic directions here. We're going to learn that shortly. So then after that V1, that means we have to continue no matter what's happened with the plane. Rotate, that means pull up. After you pull up, try to keep it here at 10 or 12.5. 15 is maximum, alright?
Yep.
Let's go. V1, rotate.
Set up?
Yeah, please.
Is that too steep?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we'll bring it down a bit, please. Okay, we have reached something called the acceleration altitude. So, would you please bring the power back? All right, and flaps 1. Slightly push it down. And we can bring it now here to 7.5 or 10. Both of them are all right. Perfect. All right, and let's start turning to the left whenever you want.
We'll try and keep it about 7.5 on there, yeah?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Here we have something called the flight envelope system. So basically what that will allow you to do is you can take the stick all the way to the left. The plane will stop turning at 30 degrees by itself.
Okay.
All right. So can you see here word up on the speed tape?
Yep.
Yeah, that means you can set the flap stop. So if you'd like to, you can set the flap stop so the plane will accelerate more.
Yeah. So how would you set that? The limiting?
For example, take it all the way to the left.
Do that now?
Yeah. Now the plane will stop at this banking limit,
yeah.
even if you're turning more. Alright, let's set the flaps to up, if you don't mind.
So how do you do it?
Could you please set the flaps to 0, please? Perfect. Would you like to fly over the downtown?
Okay.
Now we'll slightly reduce the power.
Decrease?
Yes, please. Perfect, thanks.
Should I be sitting with that on the horizon to stay level?
Yeah. Like as you see, that's your altitude here, and
Climbing,
yeah, we are climbing. So if you want to maintain your level, just put a bit. Can you please push it? Yeah, that's it. Up a little bit now. It's above the horizon by like 1 or 2 degrees. You can put it on to this small line here.
Okay.
Then I think it will maintain the level. Because it's not always the horizon. Sometimes it's the horizon. Sometimes it's not. Depend on the load of the plane. How the load is distributed on the plane, how much fuel do you have, like almost everything.
So when you were saying before about setting the limit to how much it would turn, how do you set that?
It's preset from the manufacturer, but actually you can turn that off.
So how did you turn that on to do it?
It's always on by default.
It's always on, so you can't turn more than the angle.
Yeah, that's on the whole Airbus, but you can switch that off.
So that's a safety thing?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, now as I see, we are a bit near to Dubai Airport, so would you like to do a touch and go there and refly again to Al Maktoum, or would you like...
where is it to the Al Maktoum?
Al Maktoum is to our right side.
Okay, we could go there.
Okay, yeah. Alright. So, okay, I think you fly really good. So, let us start by the altitude. Would you please maintain 5,000 feet and turn to the right to heading 210. 2-1 here on those things, the green one to 2-1, and the altitude to 5,000 feet. Perfect. So, over here, Captain, can you see OMDW?
Okay, yep.
That's Al Maktoum Airport code. For each airport, there is a 4-letter code used to identify the airport itself. Yep. The blue line here, just give me a second, where is that mouse? Yeah. The blue line here is the runway. So what we're going to do is continue straight like that, then turn to the right and approach the runway.
Okay, I'm a little over 5,000 at the moment.
Perfect. It's very good. Just below us, there is another airport. Can you see that?
Yep.
That's a military air base here called Al Minhad. All right. Now we should turn a little bit more to the left, slightly, please. That's it. Perfect.
Do you want to get back to 210?
Yes, please. That's too much for that, yeah.
See, it takes a while to respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a whale.
It's not a fighter jet.
All right. Now, let's get... If you want, we can start descending to 2,000 feet. Prepare ourselves for the approach. I started to see the airport over here. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yeah? That's our threshold, so we'll be landing somewhere here.
What sort of angle of descent do I need?
There is no specific angle. Actually, we try to maintain the speed. So, for example, let's say now your speed. Your speed here is 260, alright? So you pull up the nose a little bit of the plane so you can maintain this 260, and you can reduce the power a little bit so you can increase the rate of descent. Very good.
So is the airspeed dropping because the power's been brought back a little?
Yeah, the airspeed is dropping because the power is brought back a little, and here we are climbing, so I suggest level, yeah?
Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't keeping an eye on that altitude then.
It's fine, it's completely fine, don't worry about that.
We went back up to 5,000 then?
Yeah. It's fine. The thing is, now we are 2,800, so I suggest we start pulling by now, yeah? A bit more, please. Alright, let's start turning to the right, full right.
Full over, yeah?
Yeah. Perfect. Could you please set flaps to 1? Very good. Are we doing a touch and go there or a full stop landing?
Full stop.
Full stop, alright. Then flaps 2, please. It's a bit over speed, just forget about that. Gear down. Once you set the gear to down, you'll have the landing checklist over here. So speed brakes to armed position, please. Could you please pull them? Perfect.
Which of the two?
One on the right. The one on the left is a taxiway, so...
Okay.
This one here. Like, we start... Yeah, please. This one here. Alright, flaps full. Up. Now it's very important, our landing speed will be 140.
Yep.
Alright, so you are on the speed. Perfect. Just try, like, every now and then keep an eye on the speed. Make sure it's 140 or a bit more. Now it's decreasing, so we have to descend a little bit more. Alright, left a little bit, please.
Straighten off now?
In a second.
Okay.
Now you can. That's it. That's very good.
Speeds increase slightly.
Yeah, so I can reduce the power. To the left a little bit, so we level off. Very good. Left, please. Prepare your feet on the pedals. Up slightly, please. Left slightly. And again, right. Cut the power. Very good. Left a little bit. We're there. Now you can use your feet. And by your right hand, can you please open the reverse thrust? Those two backwards. All the way back.
All the way back?
Yeah, that's it. Perfect. And you can brake the plane. Very good. Very good indeed. Perfect, man. Alright, so yeah, we can set the parking brake to on. Speed. And flaps to 0. Alright, now what would you like to try? You know what it looks like right now.
I want to try that again, but try and get it a bit straighter on the approach than that.
Alright, would you like to try only the approach?
Yeah.
Or here in Dubai as well?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
How much of that last approach was you?
Nothing. You can review the tape after we done. I was putting my right hand here and my left hand here. Seriously.
I had a feeling because you got your own control.
There were a slight left. I know like exactly what's the amount. I did that, then I put my right hand here, and you completed the whole thing after that. And that was really good, man.
That's not too bad.
It's very good for a first time. It's amazing.
You're going to sit there and say, "Oh, I did all of that."
Yeah, you did all of that.
That's okay.
You did all of that. All right. So in Dubai, from the seaside or from the Mirdif side here?
Seaside.
All right. I'll show you something, alright? Here we have two components. There is a system on each runway called the ILS. ILS means the instrument, you know that, right? So this is the glide slope over here, and this is the localizer over here. It's very easy and very simple. We have to follow them. Now this one should be most of the time here in the center. If you can see here, it's a square, all right? After the localizer crosses the square, it will turn into two dots like this. As far as it's between those two squares, we are all right. Okay. This one should be here on the middle. That's the ideal. All right. Let's see. You can shoot a visual approach. If you want some reference, you can use those as well.
Is the pink diamonds? Is that the part that moves? Yeah. Up and down, left and right.
Exactly.
Okay. So if you go in nose down, the diamond's going to go too low. You got to pull it back up.
Yeah. If the diamond go down, that means you have to bring the nose down.
Yeah.
Going right, bring it to the right.
Right.
You can. The weather is really good outside. All right, so you can keep a visual reference to the runway and here.
Are we on a straight line in, or?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
So localizer's sitting off to the left. Does that mean I need to bring the plane left?
Yeah, but this one is really sensitive, and this one is very, very very small correction. So I suggest we keep it here.
Yeah.
It's really fine. All right.
So if the diamond's sitting there, does that mean nose is too high or nose is too low?
That means you have to climb. You have to follow the diamond. Usually we don't climb. We just maintain the level of the plane, and it will come back to us. Now you see?
Right. Yeah.
It will be back, so you can start descending with it again. Very good. Alright, now you can set the flaps to 1. We'll reduce the speed a little bit.
We're going for 140 again.
Yes, don't worry about that. Now, if you notice, the localizer is moving to the left. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah? So maybe you can give it a small correction to the left.
With the pedal or with the...
no, with the stick. Please. That's it. That's more than enough. Now it will start moving to the right, so immediately back to the right again, and again to the left.